What if there was a secret language written into the fabric of reality? A single number, a hidden key that repeats itself across the vast cosmic stage. It's there, just beneath the surface, waiting for us to notice. This isn't science fiction, it's a pattern, a whisper that echoes from the smallest particles to the grandest celestial structures. We call this number 168. Visual emphasis, 168. It appears so often in so many unrelated places that it challenges our understanding of coincidence. It invites us to ask a profound question. Is the universe trying to tell us something? Are we on the verge of deciphering a message embedded in existence itself? Imagine a silent thread weaving through everything we know. It connects the sacred stories of our ancestors and the cutting-edge equations of modern physics. Our search for 168 begins not in a laboratory, but in the ancient stories that have guided humanity for millennia. In many traditions, numbers are more than just tools for counting. They carry deep symbolic meaning. The number 168, sometimes called Code Ahad, emerges in these texts with startling frequency. Consider the Hebrew word Ahad. Ahad means one, or unity, a central concept in monotheistic faith. Optional visual connection. Ancient Hebrew text next to a mathematical formula with 168 highlighted. When we examine the numerical value of its letters using gematria, they sum to 13. This might seem unrelated until we look deeper. The structure of certain sacred narratives, when analyzed, reveals patterns that resolve to 168 in ways that are too specific to ignore. This numerical signature isn't confined to one tradition. It appears across cultures, hidden within genealogies, prophetic timelines, divine commandments. These are not obvious declarations but subtle mathematical underpinnings, as if a secret code was woven into the very fabric of the stories. For example, some scholars point to the total number of divine names or the duration of key historical periods which, when calculated in specific units like weeks, often equal 168. It's as if the authors, or the inspiration behind them, were embedding a mathematical constant into their spiritual teachings, a marker for future generations. But this pattern isn't just for the mystics. It also appears in the pure, abstract world of mathematics. Let's shrink ourselves down smaller than a grain of sand, smaller than a cell, smaller even than an atom. We are now in the realm of particle physics, the world of the unimaginably small here. The rules of our everyday experience break down and a new, stranger reality takes over. This is the world of quarks, leptons, and bosons, the fundamental particles that make up everything you see around you. And guess what number we find waiting for us here? That's right, 168. It appears in the very blueprint of matter, a silent architect designing the building blocks of our universe. The Standard Model of particle physics is our best map of this subatomic world. It's a stunningly successful theory that describes the elementary particles and the forces that govern them. When we tally up the fundamental components described by the model, quarks, leptons, force-carrying bosons, including their antimatter counterparts and different colors for quarks, the count leads us toward our number. Depending on the classification scheme used, some physicists have noted that the total number of fundamental particle states totals 168. Now let's zoom out, far beyond our planet, past our sun, out into the vast, dark expanse of the cosmos. We are looking at the grandest scale imaginable, where galaxies cluster together like cosmic dust motes in a sunbeam. It's in the cosmic microwave background radiation, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang. This radiation isn't perfectly uniform. It has tiny temperature fluctuations, which are the seeds of all cosmic structures. When we analyze the patterns within these fluctuations, we find harmonics, much like the notes in a musical chord. These harmonics tell us about the universe's fundamental properties, its age, its shape, and its composition. Certain key ratios and relationships within this cosmic sound point back to our number. For instance, the fine structure constant has a value close to 1 over 137. Intriguing mathematical relationships connect this constant to 168, suggesting it is part of a deeper, unified structure. This isn't an isolated case. The number appears in theories related to space-time dimensions and cosmic strings, some theoretical frameworks that attempt to unify gravity with quantum mechanics. Discovering the true meaning of 168 might be the key to unlocking a unified theory of everything.